After the interview comes out, I one day answer the phone, and it's O.J. Simpson on the other line, disputing a lot of what Bob said. I have been trying to get Bob to sit down for an episode taping for years. He was as close to an idol to me growing up as anybody professionally had ever been. I am unquestionably more excited about today than I have been with anybody we've ever featured. So
Graham,
thank you for making the time.
Get a grip on yourself.
Watching Bob razz Graham relentlessly was not only satisfying for probably the whole crew, but it almost felt like a little bit of a mentor situation just for the day, maybe. Bob was taking great delight in giving him a lot of trouble.
Ken Burns didn't interview this many people for this long. How long are we going here?
We're wrapping up.
Are we? Are we?
Well, no, we're wrapping this topic up.
Oh,
Hey, you'll never have to do this again.
that's for sure.
There was a lot of phone checking, a lot of let's move it along. Come on, Graham, you're killing me, you're killing me. Graham just sort of giggled and shifted in his chair and kept asking questions.
You have turned down a number of significant offers. 2007, Don Imus is canceled from his national radio show.
Not many people know this.
And MSNBC.
Mm-hmm.
Graham found out Bob turned down a $20 million a year deal to get up very early in the morning and do a radio show. Now, I'm not a morning person, as we all know, but $20 million, I'd get up early and I would be thrilled about it.
The final torchbearer at the Atlanta Games.
It never occurred to me that it might be Muhammad Ali. 60,000 some people, oh my, it took like 2 or 3 seconds before it gave way to thunderous applause. He's shaking, the effects of Parkinson's are there. He was willing to present himself to the world that way. That was poignant, that was profound. He was flawed. He was a man, he wasn't a saint. He was a hell of a man.
You know, you get the newsy sounding voice, the broadcaster voice, but the way he tells stories, it is so evocative and compassionate and thrilling. Watching Bob Costas talk was a masterclass in storytelling.
O.J. Simpson tried to contact you during the Bronco chase, and then you subsequently visited him in jail.
Yeah, and the way you shake hands is you put your hand up against the glass. And I had cut my finger. So I had a bandage, this is no joke. I had a bandage on my finger and this little bit of blood, and he goes, wait a minute, you did it.
After the interview comes out, I one day answer the phone, and it's O.J. Simpson on the other line, disputing a lot of what Bob said. I just remember telling Bob that, and he's like, whose veracity are you gonna trust, mine or OJ's?
All right, Bob, well, we just wrapped with Graham. I looked at the clock. It's about 2.5 hours. How'd the interview go?
I gave it all up. I got nothing else.
So you would say a pretty in-depth interview.
Oh, in-depth, indeed. I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad I'll never have to do it again.
Bob has a personal standard, a certain way of doing things, and that is all the way. We also got to see that firsthand after our show aired, and he called, and he texted, and he emailed to let us know every single thing that he thought about what we had put together. And to have your childhood idol and somebody who you've looked up to for a very long time be critical of your work, but also wanting to help you grow, that's sometimes maybe a little hard to swallow. But hey, the good news is he cared enough to do it. So, Bob, thank you.